How is your manga project coming along? Could you use a bit of motivation? Then know that you're not alone. Welcome to Super Draws! This video is for everyone who is currently working on an entry for the Silent Manga Audition or any other online contest where you submit a manga. In a previous video I gave you some tips and now I started wondering if I'm actually following my own advice. The answer is not entirely. Okay, let's take a look at how far I've come over the past month and I'll give you some tips along the way. One thing I think I'm doing well is taking my time with the storyboard. Unfortunately, I can't really show it properly right now, but I will give you an impression. I had come up with a story and started writing it out, but I got a bit stuck, so I thought, let me just make the storyboard in a very simple form, so I can better understand what I'm actually doing. That turned out to be a good move and I ended up with a complete story of 15 pages. However, when I read it back, I found it downright boring. There was too much repetition. I went through it again carefully and ended up cutting no less than 4 pages. All of that was unnecessary information. The story became more engaging and it will also save me a lot of work later when I actually have to draw everything. So, my advice to you, really take your time with the storyboard. Let it sit for a day or two, then read it again with fresh and critical eyes. If you already have doubts yourself, the reader will probably have even more, because they don't know your thought process or background information. You could let someone else read it and see if they understand what you have drawn and whether the story comes across at all. So yes, I did take my time with the storyboard, but I didn't set up a clear timeline with specific milestones like I suggested earlier. Right now I'm mainly spending extra time on the grayscale values and lighting in the storyboard. This really benefits my setting. It's a calm story with tension between the characters, and good atmosphere can really strengthen that. At the same time, I'm also working on developing the characters and their clothing. I've also started a bit on the backgrounds. So, my advice is to do the same. While taking your time on the storyboard, spend some time on the character designs and do some first background research or sketching. Recently I watched a video from the YouTube channel Learn to Draw Manga, where they advised using around 5 to 6 panels per page. I checked my own work and I noticed I'm well above that, more like 7 to 8 panels per page. I also flipped through some manga and saw that it often really doesn't go beyond 5. Still, I decided to keep it this way. I realized that normally a lot of space is taken up by speech balloons. And of course, those don't exist in a silent manga. Also, I use quite a few simple panels with just heads, which makes it very easy to read. My advice to you, follow the up to 5 panel per page rule, or at least make a conscious choice there. Finally, in my previous video we saw that a jury really wants you to present a clear emotion, or in other words, a clear message. In a short manga, it's also very important not to try to tell too much. Keep it simple, and that's exactly what makes it stronger. This might be where I'm making a mistake, because I actually have 3 storylines. Yes, 3, in a manga of only 11 pages. Still, I'm going for it. Here's my reasoning. It may look like there are 3 main characters, but actually there aren't. The real main character is the letter itself. So my 3 characters, each with their own story, are actually side characters. Yes, that's how I justify it to myself. If the story comes across well, all 3 of them, I might actually stand out because of it. It's a bit of a gamble, but I'm trusting my own instincts here. And honestly, I'm also just very stubborn. So my advice here is to follow your guts and stand out. With the deadline in May, we still have enough time. Once again, take your time with the storyboard, redraw it a few times and keep adding more detail each time, like better paneling and different perspectives. Alright, good luck everyone. Let me know in the comments if you are struggling with something, or maybe Not at all. Until the next video.